Esther Chapter Summaries, 1-10. Published by Vise. The Book of Esther is a gripping tale of courage and resilience. These Esther Chapter Summaries will guide you through the story, revealing how a young woman named Esther becomes queen and uses her position to save her people. When you are done reading here, you may also want to check out our complete list of Bible chapter summaries for every book of the Bible. Book of Esther Summary by Chapter. Chapter 1. A King's Extravagant Feast and Queen Vashti's Defiance. This chapter introduces King Ahasuerus of Persia, who throws a lavish banquet lasting 180 days, followed by an additional 7 days for his officials and subjects in Susa, the capital city. On the 7th day of the extended celebration, the king commands Queen Vashti to appear before the guests to showcase her beauty. However, Queen Vashti defiantly refuses the king's order, creating a significant dilemma for Ahasuerus and raising questions about her motivations and the power dynamics within the royal court. Read more. Esther Chapter 1 Summary. Chapter 2. A new queen is chosen. Esther enters the picture. Following Vashti's refusal, advisors suggest Ahasuerus replace her by selecting a new queen through a beauty contest. Young women from throughout the kingdom are brought to the palace, and Esther, a beautiful young Jewish orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, is among them. Esther finds favor with the king and is ultimately chosen as the new queen, though she keeps her Jewish identity hidden under Mordecai's advice. This chapter marks the beginning of Esther's journey and introduces the central characters whose actions will determine the future of the Jewish people. Read more. Esther Chapter 2 Summary. Chapter 3. Haman's Arrogance and Mordecai's Refusal to Bow. Haman, a high official in the king's court, is given immense power and authority by Ahasuerus. Everyone except Mordecai bows down to Haman, but Mordecai refuses, citing his faith and his commitment to only bowing to God. Haman, enraged by Mordecai's defiance, hatches a plan to not only punish Mordecai but also to exterminate all Jews in the Persian Empire. He convinces the king to issue a decree authorizing the destruction of the Jews on a specific future date. This chapter introduces the antagonist, Haman, and sets the stage for the impending conflict between him and the Jewish people. Read more. Esther Chapter 3 Summary. Chapter 4. Mordecai informs Esther of the plot and calls for action. Mordecai, aware of Haman's evil plot, informs Esther of the impending danger facing the Jewish people. He pleads with her to intervene and use her influence with the king to save them. Initially hesitant due to the risk involved, Esther eventually agrees to act at Mordecai's urging, demonstrating her courage and willingness to risk her life for her people. This chapter emphasizes the importance of courage and selflessness in the face of adversity. Read more. Esther Chapter 4 Summary. Chapter 5. Esther's Ingenious Plan, Inviting the King to 2 Banquets. Esther devises a plan to expose Haman's evil scheme and plead for mercy for her people. She invites the king to 2 special banquets, one with only the 2 of them present and another the following day, where Haman would also be present. This strategic approach allows Esther to control the narrative and create opportunities to influence the king's decisions. This chapter showcases Esther's intelligence and bravery as she takes decisive action to confront the threat. Read more. Esther Chapter 5 Summary. Chapter 6. Haman's Downfall and Mordecai's Rise. During the first private banquet, Esther reveals her identity as a Jew and exposes Haman's plot to eliminate the Jewish people. Witnessing Haman's arrogance and learning of his murderous intentions towards Esther herself, the king flies into a rage and orders Haman's immediate execution. Ironically, Haman is hanged on the same gallows he had prepared for Mordecai. This dramatic turn of events leads to Mordecai being given Haman's position and authority, marking a significant shift in the power dynamics and offering hope for the Jewish people. Read more. Esther Chapter 6 Summary. Chapter 7. The king's edict is revoked and the Jews are saved. At the second banquet, Esther pleads with the king to revoke the decree authorizing the destruction of the Jews. Recognizing the injustice of the original decree and understanding Esther's genuine heart and love for her people, the king issues a new decree allowing the Jews to defend themselves and fight back against anyone who attempts to harm them. This pivotal moment demonstrates the king's ability to recognize his mistakes and his willingness to act justly, ultimately saving the Jews from annihilation. Read more. Esther Chapter 7 Summary. Chapter 8. The Jews defend themselves and celebrate their victory. With the new decree in hand, the Jews throughout the Persian Empire are empowered to defend themselves on the designated day of destruction. They stand their ground and prevail against their attackers. This day becomes a day of celebration for the Jewish people, commemorating their deliverance from genocide. This chapter highlights the resilience and courage of the Jews who actively participate in their own salvation. Read more. Esther Chapter 8 Summary. Chapter 9. Days of Feasting and Celebration. The following 2 days are dedicated to continued celebration and feasting, during which the Jews continue to defend themselves and enjoy their newfound freedom. This chapter underscores the importance of community and shared joy in the face of overcoming adversity. Read more. Esther Chapter 9 Summary. Chapter 10. The King's Further Decrees and Concluding Remarks. This concluding chapter briefly mentions additional decrees issued by King Ahasuerus. These decrees likely aim to further solidify the new status quo and ensure the safety and security of the Jewish population within the Persian Empire. Finally, the book concludes by emphasizing the importance of recording these historical events, highlighting their significance for future generations. The chapter also highlights the continued prosperity and influence of Mordecai, serving as a testament to his crucial role in the events that unfolded.